proud of the guys. I felt like we had probably about as good of a first half defense as we've had all year. Now we had a couple of lapses at the end of the first half, but we've been really emphasizing defense, so that was fantastic. Give credit to UC San Diego, tip your hat to them. They made some tough shots in the second half, and they came back and they took the lead. Our guys really locked in on defense, got a few key stops, and we were able to get a win against a very, very good UC San Diego team. And so thank you for coming out.
You mentioned defense being one of the keys to that run in the first half. What else was going right to generate that 26-point lead?
I think the ball movement in the first half was very, very strong. The ball movement, I don't have a specific first half box score with me, but the number of assisted makes that we had was extremely high. I think to start the game, we may have had 8 made baskets on 8 assists, or close to it. And so that tells you the ball is moving, guys are playing very unselfishly with each other. It was great to see.
If somebody went through the box score, they'd look at all the lopsided margins. You guys shot 50% from 3, hit 10 threes, and shot almost 50% from the field. You had less than 10 turnovers, forced 4 or 5 more from them. The only real difference you can point to is they had 11 threes and they had 11 offensive rebounds. What do you do to stem that tide?
Rebounding's been an issue in a few of the recent games, and so we'll continue to work it. We'll continue to rep it. This is always a tough game, as you know, because as a staff and really as a group of players, we're trying to stay locked in the moment, knowing that guys are going home to see family, to see relatives, to see friends. But I was really proud that our guys were locked in tonight, knowing that a lot of them are flying out basically right now.
Coach, in the first half, you had actually 14 assists on 18 made baskets, and right 8-8. But it started off slow. What do you say to your team during that timeout when it starts off slow, they have the energy, and they're obviously making a comeback?
I just kept trying to motivate them. I kept trying to just fight. We need to fight. Nothing comes easy in this game. An assistant coach that I had at the Lakers, Tex Winter, he had a great line. He said, everything can turn on a trifle, meaning momentum in basketball, in any sport. It can shift dramatically. And we saw one of those tonight. And luckily, our guys were able to really lock in and finish the game out.
Jalen Tyson coming off the bench tonight versus starter?
Yeah. I went with a different look tonight. I thought he responded incredibly well, and he was fantastic.
Will he be back in the starting lineup for Arizona?
Yes.
And how about Devin?
Yeah, I thought Devin gave us great minutes.
Will he be starting against Arizona?
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how he progresses. This was his first live action at a high level in a major. I thought Devin Askew played great. Let's just see how everything responds. I anticipate that he'll be a key contributor throughout the year.
What do you see with Grant at this point? It seems looks like he's a little forcing it a little bit. I know you guys are setting up some Tyson plays, again, getting in a bit of an offensive flow.
Yeah.
How are you with Grant at this point?
I love what Grant's doing. We have a lot of players on this team, and I think that Grant, he always plays hard. He impacted the game in a very positive way tonight. And really, you go back to the previous game, when we had a poor start against Ole Miss, we gave Grant the ball at the elbow, and he was able to get us back into the game. And so Grant's been fantastic, and he'll continue to be fantastic.
What's your general reaction to the way this game went? The fact that you blew a 26-point lead to Oregon?
Was it 26?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, after the dust settles, there was a little stretch there where we got a technical foul, we missed a couple box out assignments, and then that's all of a sudden, I think we had a 21 point lead going into the end of the first half. Then all of a sudden they get 5-6 points quick that are preventable. And so, in the second half, teams are going to make threes, especially that team. They just activated number 13. He was 6 for 12 from 3 against Sac State. And so they can put shooters out there. So they're going to make a few, but the biggest thing that I would say is we have to finish out the first half better. And, when we kind of stumbled in those instances, it gives the other team life. We have to learn on that.
Overall, was it a positive to sort of let it get away and then come back at the very end? Or, how is it a positive or a negative, I guess?
I view everything's a positive.
Yeah.
However, we need to be able to play better with leads. There's no question about that. And so we'll look at the film. We'll look to see some of the controllables that we could have better controlled, and some of the times they just rose up and made a tough shot. And we'll see what we can improve on.
They took 33 threes. Is that part of the rebounding issue when you're giving up the the 11 margin difference on offensive rebounds?
I think that's part of it, long shots, long rebounds, but still we have to be better. I have to be better as a head coach to continue to drill that and continue to corral those long threes.
Do you have any sense that, after losing a big lead and coming back and winning by 4 late, can add some resilience to this team mentally?
Absolutely. I think this is a character building win. This is a win that required a lot of resilience on the part of our guys. And so I'm very proud of how they responded late game. And I'm very proud that we made the big plays when we had to. In the locker room, I highlighted Jalen Celestine. Happens to be his birthday today. And he had a very good week of practice. And that's why I went with him late. He nailed a great 3-point shot. And then when there was a 50-50 ball that needed to be corralled and captured by us, Jalen Celestine got it. They fouled him. All he had to do was make 1 and 2, and he did. And that was a huge play.
This team ready to play Arizona?
Arizona's one of the top teams in the country. I know the coach well. He's a fantastic coach. I am aware of a lot of their players. It's going to be an absolute battle, and we're looking forward to playing one of the best teams in the country.
Coach, thanks for your time.
Appreciate you guys coming out.